What is up guys, Mark here. We have 13 songs to cover now, so I will just get straight into my commentary. In 13th place, no one is surprised, I am sure, we have Intelligent Music Project with their song Intention. And this song, I still have the same opinions on it, that really has not changed. If you haven't seen my previous videos, I just think this song is kind of boring, kind of derivative, and yeah, it is still not my favorite. That's about all there is to it. This song really is disappointing because I usually absolutely love what Bulgaria sends. I think they have some of the best songs ever in Eurovision history, and to see this song is such a disappointment, such a downgrade, and I really hope they do better next year. Unfortunately, I just know that this is not going to qualify, and it's really disappointing because I was really hoping to see Bulgaria in the top 10 again because I loved Victoria last year. But with that said, let's just move on to my next spot on this list. That is number 12, and in my 12th place, we have Moldova's song, which I will not even attempt to pronounce, and this song is a bit of fun. I actually don't mind it so much. This song just isn't really my personal cup of tea. I understand why some people might like the song more than others, but for me, it just isn't something that I would listen to on the regular or something that I just connect with. The song is fun. I enjoy the comedic elements, right? So I do give this song a 6.5 out of 10. I'm going to keep that ranking from the last video. I just don't enjoy it as much as some of the other songs. Not a bad song, but not a song that I really connect with or enjoy as much as some of the others. So with that, we're going to move on to my next spot, and this is the first song on this list to have moved down a place from my previous list. And that's not because I don't like the song. That's not because the song is bad or that there's something wrong with it. That's just because one of the other songs that I put below this song actually grew on me a bit more. So this is the song Circles by Andrea for North Macedonia, and I actually really like the song a lot. I love her vocals. I love her vocal range. The song itself is actually pretty nice, and I do think that this song has potential on stage in Turin. The only thing is, it's really just that I enjoy some of the songs more than this one now. Like I said, none of the songs on this list I think are bad. There's just songs that I like more than others, and that's really all there is to it. So Circles is a fun song. I think it's really interesting, and her vocals towards the end absolutely blow me away. There are some minor things I don't like. You know, I've heard some criticisms that the song is too repetitive, and I agree to an extent because I think that repetition is kind of intentional because the song is called Circles. So I think it's kind of funny how the song kind of mimics the relationship that she's in, kind of going in circles and kind of dragging out. And so I think that's fine. I don't really think that's a big deal. The song itself is not super unique. There is a little bit of genericness, if that's a word, going on here, but I don't mind that it's so much either. But because the song is not super unique and because it just isn't my favorite compared to the other songs, I'm just going to give it a 7 out of 10. Still, I think it's a great song. I love Andrea's vocals, and I think she's a fantastic singer, and I really want to see her hit those notes live. But the other songs on this list, I just like a little bit more. So with that, we're going to move on to my number 10 spot, and this is the first song on this list that has moved up from last time, and that is the song That's Rich by Brooke. Now, when I first heard That's Rich by Brooke, I thought it was okay, but it didn't really grab me that much, and when I saw her live performance, I thought, okay, not bad, but just not my favorite. I thought it was okay. I thought it was fun the first couple listens, but it kind of grew off me over time. But then, I think this happened like today or yesterday. I'm filming this on Saturday. Brooke revamped her song, and so I gave it another listen, and I really got into it for whatever reason. I don't know if it was because of the new revamp or because I hadn't listened to it in a while, but for whatever reason, right now, this song just has grown on me a lot, and I honestly had it stuck in my head for the entire day, which is saying something because today I'm recording this on the day that we had those 4 national finals. So for this song to still be stuck in my head says a lot. So I really like her vocals. I really like the song. I really like the revamped version especially, and I cannot wait to see this in Turin. The song is just a lot of fun. Even though it's a bit generic and, again, is not my favorite compared to the others, I still think it's a really fun and a good song. And I'm going to give this a 7.5 out of 10. I'm just really happy for Brooke, and I want to see her do well in Eurovision because I think Ireland is that country that has gotten 7 wins, and they really deserve to do well again because Leslie Roy was great last year, and it was so sad to see her not qualify. So I really want to see Ireland do well again because I love the country, I love their music, and I think Brooke is a fantastic singer. So with that, we're going to move on to my number 9 spot on this list, which is the song Lights Off. Now this song, I know it's very popular. For me, I still haven't really connected with it as well as the other songs. Even though I like EDM, even though I like the vocals on this track, I'm not really sure what it is that's preventing me from getting into this song. It's not that I dislike the song. It's not that it's not a good time to listen to. I just don't really connect with it or resonate with it as much as some of the others. And again, I'm not really sure why that is, but great vocals, great EDM elements. Like, I think this is a good song. I don't know what it is about it. Maybe it's because I feel like I've heard something like this before, because I do listen to quite a bit of EDM, so it doesn't seem that unique to me. I don't know what it is, but this song just isn't totally my favorite. But again, I still understand that the song is objectively a really good song. So I'm going to give Lights Off an 8 out of 10. With that, we are going to move on to my next spot on this list, which is the song I Am. Now, this song might not be everybody's cup of tea. It's definitely out there, definitely different, and I know that this song has gotten a lot of flack, especially because it beat out Marionette, which was my winner for Israel's national selection. But I still kind of stand by what I said in the last video. This is a really fun and different song. And one person commented that I Am is not a very unique song. And okay, I kind of get that, but I feel like if you look at all Eurovision songs and kind of the competition this year, this does stand out, and this does have those ethnic elements that really make this song stand out even more. I actually stand by what I said. I think this is definitely unique given the other songs we have in the selection, and given those ethnic elements, the fact that Michael is simply a fantastic performer who can really deliver an eye-catching performance. Yeah, I don't mind this song at all. I actually like it quite a bit now. It has grown on me. I'm someone who didn't even have anything against it before it won. I think this is a good song. Okay, like, you guys can disagree with me down below. That's okay. Like, let me know what you think. Instead of leaving a dislike, please just, let me know what you think. And I would love to hear what you have to say. Like, I'd love to talk about that, because I have heard some comments that don't like Michael, that don't like I Am, and that's okay. Like, feel free to let me know. But I personally just think that the song is a lot of fun, and I hope it qualifies. I think it can qualify in Turin, because the song just is so out there and just so eye-catching. Like, honestly, if he can pull off the same caliber of performance that he gave in the X Factor, this can be a qualifier. This can be a show-stopping performance. Like, maybe I'm hyping it up too much, right? Maybe it's recency bias. I don't know, but I like this song. I think it's not bad at all. I'm gonna give it an 8.5 out of 10, and I honestly am excited to see how this is staged in Turin, because I like it. I think it's fun, and I think Michael is a fantastic performer. And with that, we will move on to my number 7 spot, and that is one of our recent national final winners, and that is for one of my favorite countries in Eurovision, which is Estonia. This song we have here is Hope by Stefan, and I really love this performance. I love the kind of cowboy elements of it. I really don't know how to describe it, but I mentioned in one of my previous videos, as someone who has played Red Dead Redemption 2, love this song, and just the aesthetics and the vibe of the song I really click with. I was really impressed with Stefan's performance. I think he did a really great job, especially his vocals, because when I was listening to his vocals, I was like, are you sure he's not lip syncing? Because it sounded just like the studio track. And in the final, that was even more true than in the semifinal, because that final, he nailed it. He was absolutely incredible. I love his performance. I obviously do also love the staging. The kind of like cowboy actors on there, they're great. I just love the last third of the song when Stefan kind of really ups his vocals and he goes to the edge of the stage, and just, yeah, it's just perfect. ST Lal never disappoints, and I'm really glad that Stefan won, because he was my winner for ST Lal, and I think he did a fantastic job. Definitely is a deserved win. And I'm really excited to see what he does in Turin. But again, even though this song is not in my top 5 or top 4, top 3, whatever, like, this is still a really good song. And the only reason why some songs are ranked lower than others is not because they are bad. Again, it is just because I like some of the songs just a little bit better. I'm gonna give Stefan a 9 out of 10 because he definitely deserves it. And he is just one of the best performers that we have this year. So really great, really glad he won, and I'm really excited to see him in Turin. And with that, we are going to move on to my number 6 spot, which is the song Secret by Ranella Hayati. I've said this time and time again, but I absolutely love Ranella. I think she's a fantastic performer, and this performance is a perfect example of that. She's done such a good job with this song. The song itself is a total bop. I love it so much, and I think she's gonna do great in Turin. That's all I really have to say about that. I think her vocals are on point. She just has this fierce attitude, which I think we need on stage. And yeah, the song is just so different for Albania too. It's so upbeat and so warrior-like, and I love that. I think that's definitely what we need at Eurovision. She's going to steal the show, and I'm so excited for her revamp, because I swear, once that revamp comes out, that is going to really like make or break everything. She might go from like a top 15 to a top 10. So that revamp, there's a lot riding on that revamp. I don't want to comment on this song too much until the revamp comes out, so I'm just gonna move on to my next spot and talk a bit more about that. And in my number 5 spot on this list, we have one of my favorite songs this year, and definitely a surprise to be sure, but a welcome one in terms of national final winners, and that is the song by City Zeni. And I love this song so much. I listened to this song for the first time last month when it first came out just as a studio track, and I was super impressed with it. It was just from that first line, which unfortunately has to be censored, to the rest of the song. I just love it. I loved it so much. I thought it just had the perfect beat, the perfect vibe, and it was just so, honestly, so different, because this song screams unique. I love it. I want to hear what you guys have to say about this song, because I feel like this is the kind of song where not everyone will have the same opinion, but I personally love it. I think City Zeni did a great job with this song. It's fun, it's exciting, and the staging, the performance, it just elevates it too, because we have the next epic sax guy. I really hope this sax guy becomes a meme. Like, can we please make that happen? It's great. I love the song. I love the performance, and I just love everything about it. It's fun. It's funny. It just steals the show, and I'm just so glad this is going to Turin, because when I found out this won, I had to do a double take, because I really did not expect this to win. Even though this was definitely my winner for Latvia, I really thought Aminata had it in the bag, because everyone was saying, you know, she's gonna win, she's gonna get it. Like, I'm Letting You Go is gonna be the next representative for Latvia. Like, that just was kind of just the consensus, I felt, and everyone just kind of accepted that. For me, you know, I really thought she was gonna win. I was kind of banking on her winning, even though I loved Eat Your Salad and wanted that to win. But no, I was shocked, and I heard the juries actually like this song too, which shocked me even more. So really happy about that. I'm really happy that Latvia chose something that is almost certainly going to make them qualify. I cannot wait to see Latvia in the final again for the first time in what feels like a while. And yeah, I love this song. I love this performance, and I'm so happy for Latvia and so happy, so excited to see them in Turin. So with that, we're going to move on to one of my other national final winners, which actually won today, and that is Shadows of Forgotten Ancestors, or in Ukrainian, Денис Забутых предков. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Yeah, love the song, love her performance, love her vocals. This actually, I think, is a contender for the winner of all of Eurovision 2022. I think this could literally win in Turin. It is so good. Again, the only reason it's not ranked higher is just because I personally connect with and like some of the songs a bit better, but this is still absolutely phenomenal and one of my favorites by far. This performance really connected with me emotionally, and I loved it. I think I want to listen to this a couple more times just so I can have a better read on the song. This song was only really on my radar recently because it just came out as a studio track recently, and then we just saw the performance today. I really want to sit with this song a little bit more, but I absolutely love it, and I love Alina, and this song is just phenomenal. This is so good, so meaningful, and so deep. And okay, her rap was great. Like, I wasn't sure how she was going to pull that off live, and that blew me away. And just her emotions. And I think what really elevates this performance is the emotions she's able to bring on stage. Now, not every artist can do that well, you know, and when an artist is able to add a lot of emotion to their song and a lot of emotion to their performance, it really changes the game. And I think Alina's performance is a perfect example of that, because I was getting emotional just watching her, and that made me like the song even more and made me really connect with it, because this is a song that all of us can and should be able to relate to. It just made it that much more impactful, and I'm gonna give this song a 10 out of 10. Like, I have no criticisms for this performance, for this song. I love it. It is phenomenal, and it stole the show tonight. And yeah, that's all I have to say. I think she's phenomenal, and I hope she gets at least top 5, if not wins the entire thing in Turin. That's all I have to say about that. She did such a good job, and I love Alina, and I love this performance, and I'm so happy that Ukraine is again sending quality. Ukraine never disappoints. Love Ukraine. Love their songs. So great, and so happy for them again, because this is a potential winner, mark my words. So with that, we are going to move on to my number 3 spot on this list, which is another one of my national final winners, which actually won today, and that is the song Sentimente by Monica Liu. Now, I love Sentimente. This song has been on my radar for a while and has never gotten old for me at all. I love this song. Whenever I play a clip of it, I have to watch the whole thing. This song captivates my attention like no other song does, and just really takes me to another world. Few songs do that. It just takes that X factor to get me to feel like I am being transported to somewhere else, and that's a feeling I love, when a song is able to just bring me into its own world and just put me in almost a trance. I love that, and I think that's something that music can do in a way that a lot of other art forms cannot, especially when it comes to music being expressed through performance. And Monica is a fantastic performer and singer, and just all around blew me away once again in the final, and I am so happy she won. And I really hope she keeps the song in Lithuanian, because I think linguistic diversity is a really important part of Eurovision, and to have the Lithuanian language in Eurovision is such a big deal, especially because I don't remember the last time that's happened, if that's happened at all. So I'm really happy to see that, and I think that this song will stand out even more if she keeps it in Lithuanian. Other things about this song, I love the staging. It gives me very sci-fi vibes. Makes me feel like I'm in Star Wars or Star Trek. I think I said that in my last video about Pablo Scenario. And honestly, I just know this will qualify. Like, this is almost a certain qualifier. This is phenomenal, and I'm so happy that Lithuania is again sending top 10 material. Again, in my opinion, top 10 material. But I want to know what you guys think down below as well. I personally think this is one of the best songs I've heard this entire national final season. And yeah, it just continues to blow me away with every listen. Another 10 out of 10 for this song because I love Sentimente, I love Monica, I love the performance, and yeah, I just want to be taken to whatever planet, world, whatever that she's from, because this song just does it for me. So that's all I can really say about it. I love it. And yeah, I low-key want to see this song in the top 3, if not the top 2, top 1 in Eurovision, because I think she really deserves it. Because I don't remember the last time Lithuania won Eurovision. I'm not sure if they've ever won Eurovision. I like to root for countries that haven't won before also, or that haven't won in a while, because I think it's important to have a lot of these countries that are less represented sort of get a chance to shine. Of course, it all comes down to how good the songs are and how much people connect with the songs, but for me, when I see a smaller country doing well, that just makes me really happy and makes me want to root for them even more. So Monica, Sentimente, one of those countries where I'm just like, let's get Lithuania in the top 10, if not the top 5, because I love this song, and I think the country is really deserves a win after all this time, because they are sending quality year after year. And yeah, with that, we're going to move on to my number 2, and my number 1 and 2 on this list are almost tied for me because I love them both almost equally. One of them edges out over the other just slightly because of factors I'll get into in a minute, but in my number 2 spot, I have one of my favorite songs of this entire national final season, which is Slow Mo by Chanel. Absolutely love this song. The more I listen to it, the more it grows on me. It just doesn't get old for me. And I've actually been listening to this song like while I work out and while I run, because it just is so upbeat and so fun. And like the more I do, just the more I like the song. Like it does not get old for me. Yeah, I love Chanel. I love this performance. I'm so excited to see what she does in Turin. And I was looking at the odds. This is not high enough. This should be like at least top 5, at least in my opinion. Like my opinion is very subjective. I'm no music expert. I am not one of the Eurovision music experts, but I think this is phenomenal. And this deserves to be like at least in the top 10, because Spain killed it this year, and her performance is so good. Her performance is one of the best performances I've seen in general ever. And maybe I'm just saying that because I love Chanel so much, but I'm serious. Like I love her performance. I think she is going to absolutely slay in Turin. Mark my words, she will steal that stage. She will be a show-stopping performance. You cannot convince me otherwise. I think she's going to do so well, and I cannot wait to see what she does and how she's going to change the song and improve on her staging in Turin, because she said she would, even though I don't think much needs to be changed. I think this is a masterpiece, but she said she'll change some things, so I'm excited to see what she does and how that will elevate and really play on the energy of the song. So of course this song, you guessed it, gets a 10 out of 10 for me. Love it, listen to it all the time, and yeah, can't wait to see it in Turin. And with that, we're going to move on to my number 1 spot on this list, and that is... Now, you probably saw this coming. I love Italy's song, and the only reason why it just slightly edges out above Chanel is just because I can relate to it a lot more, and I think the message and the meaning and the lyrics connect with me personally a lot more than Chanel's song does. But in terms of quality, I think they're both 10s out of 10s. I mean, these are great songs, and songs that deserve to win Eurovision, both of them. And yeah, I love Brividi. Mahmoud and Blanco are just both great performers, great singers, and this is just one of the best songs with one of the best meanings that I've seen in years. And Italy really just knows how to deliver. And I'm not saying that just because I'm half Italian, because Brividi is just a fantastic song. What really makes it stand out for me is just the fact that it is the kind of representation and the kind of meaning and message and just overall package that resonates with me and that I appreciate and that I think is really important to see on the Eurovision stage. And I was actually almost surprised that this won for Italy, because Italy is... I don't want to say that Italy is a conservative country. I mean, I don't live there, so I don't know kind of how it is, but as someone who is half Italian, like, that has just been kind of the vibe I got, at least in my family. It might be different in the country overall. So I'm surprised that a song that deals with topics like this, and a song that has this level of representation, actually was able to win and has done so well in Italy. So that's been great to see, and that really has meant a lot to me. And also just the song itself, beyond the message and everything, is beautiful, and I cannot wait to see it in Turin. And hopefully Mahmoud won't be sick again, because I do remember he was a bit sick during Sanremo, so that was a little bit rough, but I'm excited to see him in Turin, and I'm really glad that him and Blanco are going to be performing. Yeah, so all around one of my favorite songs that Italy has ever put out, and I'm really excited to see it in May. So this has been my top 13 list, quite a long list. I'm really impressed if any of you actually made it to the end, and I appreciate that so much. And if you did, please leave a like, subscribe, comment. I'm just like exhausted after filming this video. I've talked just so much, but yeah, I love making these kinds of videos, and let me know if you guys want to see more or hear about something else. Whatever you guys want me to talk about, I'd be more than happy to. Just let me know down below, and yeah, let's start a discussion in the comments. What do you think? What are your top 13 songs for Eurovision 2022, and what songs that are currently in the national finals stage do you want to see in Turin in May? And with that, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate all of your views and your support and your likes and your comments. I love responding to all of your comments. I try to get around to them. It's just a lot. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching again, and I will see you all next time. Peace.